Welcome to Sports Jazz. We are back live streaming. Well, all Manchester United fans should be here right now because you have very good, or in other words, you had a very splendid weekend. All Man United fans. I'm sorry, Arsenal fans. Shit happens. It's been a while since you last felt the way Man United fans have been feeling. So it's normal to feel that way. It's normal to be sad. It's normal to break something after you lose. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Sports Jazz. My name is Isaac. And we are here today streaming. Man United did beat Brentford at Old Trafford on Saturday, their third win in 8 Premier League games, and also did manage to score after 316 minutes in the Premier League. That is not good
Why are
news.
you why are you
But I saw,
emphasizing why are you emphasizing things that are
no,
irrelevant?
I have to give people facts. They need to know what they need to know. They need to know. Anyhow, it's amazing that the team did manage to win on Saturday. It's amazing that United fans had that feel of winning. One would say back to winning ways. Garnacho was on the score sheet. Spectacular game for him yesterday. We had Rasmus Hojlund also getting on the score sheet, and with a cutters of a very beautiful assist, a flick from Bruno Fernandes, the player that most of Man United fans like going for, calling him to be benched and all that. Josh,
If anything,
we
it's
went
not
through the
Man
weekend.
United fans. The weekend was beautiful. The weekend was beautiful. Manchester United won a game, and Chelsea lost the game. Arsenal dropped points, and Man City left it late. So you can say
Drax.
it was not the worst. Yeah, drugs. Yeah, drugs. Dark films. Hi. So it
Yeah,
wasn't
it
the
was.
worst. It wasn't the worst of weekends
And
for a Man
a
United
lot of
fan.
controversial decisions, by the way. A lot of controversial decisions
Whoa,
over the weekend. The Man
whoa.
City game, the Arsenal game, Saliba's red card, the game yesterday, Liverpool and Chelsea, a lot of decisions, official or rather refereeing decision. We see Ann, what's up? What's up? Thank you for tuning in.
Hey,
Thank you for
and
streaming. Yo, Josh,
yeah,
let's dive right into it.
sure.
Tell me real quick the positives about the game, because of course I'm a Man United fan, but I was so worried because I know Brentford, they always score early goals, and we had talked about it in one of our previews, and I mean they are not so bad, they are good, and they've been
Yeah,
a tormentor for Eric Ten Hag.
yeah, not really, but you can say that this time Manchester United came out of the blocks ready to win a football match. They wanted to play for the badge. They played for themselves. They expressed themselves almost the way that the manager wants them to express themselves on the pitch.
Yeah,
The approach was very good. Knowing what Brentford has done this season, scoring inside 2 minutes in almost every game, the manager was very aware of that fact. And Man United, in the first 15 minutes of the game, just took control of all the situations that Brentford posed. That Brentford posed. So it was awkward to see Lisandro Martinez playing at left back, but he turned out to be one of the better players in that position in that particular game, just because of how he applied himself onto the game. I
yeah.
liked the partnership of Delict and Evans. They played really well in that midfield. The return of Casemiro and Eriksen also brought us control in
I'm so
midfield
happy for
because
Casemiro. I'm so happy for
yeah,
Casemiro. He had a bad game. Was it what game was it, Josh? Southampton? No,
the
no, it wasn't
stinker
the Southampton.
Liverpool. He had a
Liverpool. Oh
stinker
my God,
against Liverpool, but you
horrible.
see, for me that
He
is
sat out
why
some
I
games, and
yes.
he's back, and he looks really nice. I mean, in
For
shape.
me, that is why I do not believe that United is as bad as it is made out to look. Because yes, we do not have the points that we should be having, but when you look at the things that are happening at Manchester United on the pitch itself, they're not that bad as the stats suggest they are. Because until that game against Liverpool, when Casemiro played the way he
Ah, no,
played.
it was Spurs. Wasn't it Spurs?
No,
The
no, no, no,
Casemiro
no.
game.
No, it was Liverpool.
Yeah, it was Rugate Van der,
Remember the
yeah,
misplaced
yeah, yeah,
pass
yeah.
and what? Yeah, it was Liverpool, but it was until that point against Liverpool when United maybe dropped off. We were always on the front foot. We played well in the previous games. When we played against Brighton, we did have a very good game, but it wasn't to be. We couldn't put away our chances, and
Mm.
they nicked a goal at the death of the game, and they won that game. So we looked like we lost. A very crucial 3 points, and we were not doing any better in our performance. But for me, the lapse in concentration at the back end of the goal post was the worst thing that happened in that game. Other than that, the team had tried to express itself and they tried to play. But
Eh,
going on the
they, now I'm saying they did
yeah,
have a
yeah,
good 20, 25 minutes. United was still not yet.
yesterday.
Yeah, they were not yet in the game
No,
yesterday,
we
but
did,
on
we did.
Saturday. No,
No, we
Josh.
did, we did.
The first
This
20,
is
25
yeah.
minutes were awful.
No, we were not awful. This
That
is
was
how I
after
looked
some
at it.
time. Okay,
Look,
tell me how you looked
Isaac,
at
this
it,
is
please.
how I looked at it. Yeah, in that period that we were not maybe on the front foot and we were not playing as you would have expected us to play in that moment. It was majorly because we were worried of what Brentford um, can do. Brentford, we have seen this season that they score really early, and
Yeah,
we had to manage that
I
situation.
was worried.
So in those first 15 minutes, at least we were taking control of the game, because Brentford is going to come at you quickly, and you don't want to be trying to make attacks
They
that
are
early in the
fast.
game and you give
They
it
are
away.
fast.
So we were
Yeah,
trying to, yeah, we were trying to be solid, form like um, a good spell in the game, have control of the game, then
yeah.
later exert yourself on the game. Because even the goal that they scored, the goal that Pinnock scored, I believe it was
That
a
was quite
bit,
unfortunate. It was
yeah,
quite, but
unfortunate for
and
United,
for that,
because
I do not blame the referee taking off Delict. I mean, he
Delict.
was bleeding, so I
No,
can't
he
really blame
wasn't
him.
bleeding. It was dry
He-
blood.
yeah, Josh. I
I
mean,
later, yeah, I later got
he
to,
had to be
I later
cleaned.
got to learn it was dry blood.
He
So I
had to be
mean, he had
cleaned.
been treated. He had been treated, and that phase was gone. But at what point do you send off a defender who is maybe the best in that position to defend a corner? I started to feel like they were going to get a goal the moment
Ten,
the league
was it Ten
was asked
Hag?
to go off. Yeah,
It's Ten Hag who got a yellow card. He was fuming,
yeah.
complaining
Everyone
to
on the
the
bench,
fourth
Ren Hake
official.
was fuming, Van Nistelrooy was fuming. They could not believe it happened. And maybe, I think De Ligt kicked the ball away.
The leaked
The-
himself was fuming.
yeah,
But
it
I do
was
not blame
unjust.
the referee.
I
I
think
mean,
the
it looked
best thing, the best,
that was the right call for the referee because he
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
aware whether
yeah.
it was wet or dry blood, and
No,
you
but
see them. It
at
wasn't a
least,
good picture.
not when a corner has just been conceded.
Well, Josh, the games we've seen this a lot of time. Players step out for treatment or for wound dressing, whatever it is, or tying shoelaces, and the next thing you know, a goal is in, the net is shaking, and you can't not blame the referee for that. He has to
Yeah,
do his job. The game needs to move on.
fortunately for United, we found our way back. The first
Real
half
quick
was
into the
yeah,
second half.
the first half was cagey, but for me, I enjoyed the control that we did have, even if Brentford had a bit of more of the ball in that period. But at least the players suffered for each other. They were close
Yeah.
to each other. Yeah, we found a way to nick the ball off the Brentford players, and we forced them into situations they did not want, that they ended up giving away the ball cheaply. In the second half, we were a whole other animal. We
Well,
were a whole other animal.
I liked Rasmus Holland's performance. He was good. He really grew into the game. Brilliant hold up play, and the finish was also superb. Again, after that flick from Bruno Fernandes,
Yeah,
Delict so far for me so far his best performance ever since he joined United. His best performance on Saturday.
but I,
Rashford, by
I
the way, Rashford was the unsung hero somehow, of the
true,
game.
true,
He was also
true,
he was everywhere. And I liked how
true.
they kept on switching with Garnacho.
Yeah,
Although most of the time, I would say 80% of the game, Garnacho was on the left. And that was
yeah,
so.
because
Did
his
you see
starting
that?
position was there on the
Yeah,
left,
but do you see the
and
impact
that's where
he
you
brings
want.
on? That's where I
Yeah,
want him, Josh. That's what I keep on
yeah,
telling you.
but he will
Do
be
you see
there.
the
He will.
impact? He should
No,
have
he
also
will
even
be
scored
there.
one in the first half.
No, he's not yet that clinical a player. I mean, he needs one or two chances to
He was
actually
so lively,
bury one.
getting at
But
them.
he's always lively because he's a guy who is direct. He runs at you. Every time he
Mm.
gets the ball, he wants
And
to attack.
the
So,
finish,
oh, the finish was superb.
the
Starting
finish
from
was superb.
the assist from Rashford was superb. So was the finish. It
Yeah,
was
by the way,
really
do you know that
beautiful.
Ericsson was involved in all games, in
Yes,
all
all
goals?
goals. Yeah,
I think he was
not
the
all
third
goals.
person,
Our
right?
goals.
Yeah,
Our
okay.
goals, yeah.
Of course, of course, Man United
Not all
squad.
goals.
Yo, but he was the third person, right? To pass to Rashford, then this other one, the second goal scored by Rasmus, to
Yeah,
pass
he passed to Fernandez.
to Fernandez, and oh my
Yeah.
man, that flick! I- I- I'm telling you, if that was Rashford, again, I know I just gave him roses. He was going to waste that one. Rashford is a person who
No.
likes feeding on the ball. He likes, to have
A few touches on the
a
ball.
few touches, a few more
No
than two or three
way.
touches.
Did you see Rasmus Hojlund needed three touches to score?
I think there were three touches.
Yeah,
One, two, and the chip.
Because of Rashford's pace. I think he just tilts its body and curls that
But
one in the
all goals were
bottom corner.
beautiful. I
Yeah,
liked
they were beautiful. And
how Old Trafford was roaring after the equalizer, after that
yeah,
Garnacho goal. At one point, they were
yeah.
saying, attack, attack, attack. It was quite
the
brilliant. I
best thing
enjoyed the game.
the best thing about the game for United was the front three, and you hope that these relationships are created up top, and these guys continue to play together for a while, because Garnacho, Rasmus Hojlund, and Rashford looked very promising an attack. I mean, if they continue to play the way they played, then United will be actually scoring goals, because
Yeah.
we've seen that we create chances. Our XG, as in we perform worse than our XG. I mean, we create so many chances, but we are not clinical enough in front of goal. But the good feel factor I saw can return with
Mm.
Garnacho, Rashford, and Rasmus Hojlund are playing the way they played yesterday.
I really did enjoy. You keep saying yesterday, Josh. It was on
Oh,
Saturday.
sorry, on Saturday. On Saturday.
I really did enjoy the game. And did you watch? I watched the presser, Ten Hag, after the game, a post match interview. He was trying to get at the press, telling them the situation is not so dire as they say. It's you, the media,
Yeah.
that tries to push the agenda and all that. He called them fairy tales, something like that.
Yeah, fairy tales, yes.
Yeah, I don't think that was also. I mean,
N-
he should have left that out. He should have
No,
just
no, 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 no,
celebrated the
no. No,
win.
that was before the
At
game.
the
That
end
was
of the day,
before the
Josh,
game.
that's the media.
No,
No, no, no.
by
That
the way,
was after the game.
the fairy tales, the
Yeah,
fairy tales was before the game. It was the
that was before
presser
the game.
before the game. Yes. Then the presser after the game
Oh,
is the one where he says the maybe they were fueled by they had the anger of
but
of
yeah, but you cannot blame.
a
Okay,
delict conceding after delict was taken off.
but you cannot
But
blame.
I liked what he told them, because this is
No,
exactly what
Josh.
happens.
No,
The
no, you
fairy
cannot.
tales they create.
Josh, Josh, out of.
Do
I
you
mean,
know
of
how
course.
many? Do you know how many are saying that Garnacho has rescued Ten Hag today? They
What
cannot
is?
say Rasmus Hojlund, because Rasmus Hojlund was brought in by
No, I've not.
Eric
I've
Ten
not.
Hag.
I've
So
not. I've not read that anywhere, Josh.
I have also not read it anywhere, but I don't put it beyond them. I don't put it beyond them. I mean, they
Yo,
come up with these kind of things all the time.
but but you can't really blame them. I mean, United, as we talked about it, United had not yet scored in 316 minutes, Josh, with only one goal at Old Trafford and one win at Old Trafford. This marks the second win. I mean, before into the game, the Brentford game, Mbuemo had more goals than the whole entire striking line of Man United. So the media
And
going
guess
at Ten
what?
Hag.
And guess
You see,
what?
the media going at
United
Ten
scored.
Hag.
Guess
Yeah,
what? United scored two, so they have more goals than Mbuemo.
okay, now they have more goals than Mbuemo.
Yes, as in their facts.
Now,
There's certain facts that the
now.
media chooses. There's certain facts that the media
In that
chooses.
very moment, Josh, those facts always, I mean, do stand. It's only after
And
the game.
yeah,
And
they do. They do
yes,
stand, but they don't. They do stand, but they don't make for better reading for say the fixture itself, because the fixture itself, there are very many different things that are going to happen. Then when you dwell on United cannot win a game because Mbuemo has 6 goals and United has 5, then I do not understand where that is coming from. It's not going to change the fact that it is a fixture between Brentford and United is at home, and United is managed by a very good manager.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so at the end of the
Excuse me.
day, we can actually come and get a result there, like we did, and playing very well. We were in control. For most of the time, I've had trouble with our sides,
Yep,
because they tend to not be in control of games. We rush play a lot, and most of the time Bruno Fernandes is guilty of maybe looking for
misplacing.
yeah, looking for a Hollywood pass, and sometimes it does not come off, and
Yeah,
he takes way too many risks. But it's okay for him to take risks. It's just that the rest of the midfield is not that that
at some
that good in the moments that when he loses the ball, we get punished for it. But if the team is solid like it was yesterday, I mean, just make the risky
mm.
passes. That's how you're going to get goals.
Well, I think it's because, as we've said, sometimes it's not really necessary for those passes. I know he also said it's I'm a risk taker, but out of 10 passes, two and all that going to be goals. But I think at times it's not really necessary, Josh. He overdoes it. Like yesterday, it was
Well,
very simple.
no, the players should learn his movement. So I mean, they should just maybe have this telepathic
Telepathy. Yeah.
understanding. Yeah, they should have this telepathic
They
understanding
should
between each
so
other.
that they think
So
at the same time. By the time he
so
crosses
they
the
think at
ball,
the
he
yes,
knows
yes.
it's
Because
yeah,
a player like Garnacho, a
that
player
is
like
human.
Rasmus Hojlund, a player like Rashford, I mean, these are all
Yeah.
players who can benefit from a player like Bruno Fernandes playing behind them, because they all like to run in behind defenders. So I mean, if Bruno Fernandes is there and these players on the same wavelength, we are going to score very many goals through those very moves.
Agreed. But yeah, the second half was, to me, yesterday, the best part of the game was the second half. Brilliant, brilliant,
Oh,
brilliant, brilliant second half, Josh.
yeah, 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 yeah.
The team, the cohesion, how they picked up each other, the amount of, the amount of pressure put on Brentford. Also, was it Dallo? Yo, Dallo,
Yeah,
on a good
Dalo.
day, Dallo really has a good. I mean, he gets it.
Yeah, but
At
he
one
gets
point, he
it.
was. At one point, he was in the final third, right there at the edge of the. He should have even scored yesterday, rather on Saturday goal. He
I
should have
know,
scored a
but
goal.
the
That chance
ball,
he wasted.
he ran a bit beyond the ball. It was almost in behind him, and he couldn't do much with the ball because the keeper came out early and narrowed the space for him to get his shot away. For me, I was thinking in that whole phase that maybe he would have tried to slide aiming his foot at the ball to put it in the direction of Rasmus Hojlund rather than score. But the ball was way beyond him. He even just toe poked it.
Which one? You said he did what?
The Dallo situation.
Mm.
Yeah, when he made a run, the ball was almost beyond him, so he just toe poked the ball, and
Oh,
yeah, but at least we played well. We created chances. We were in control of the game. I liked Rashford and Garnacho's defensive abilities. They really run themselves into that ground. I mean, they were chasing back, they were tracking players, they were doing all the dirty things on the pitch. And then Rasmus Hojlund, I liked very much because, yes, ever since he came back, he was not himself. And you thought that maybe this is not going to be a good season for Man United because they don't have a striker. But if you have Rasmus Hojlund playing the way he was playing yesterday, then you definitely have a proper striker leading your line. And Garnacho and Rashford can always come in to help with the goals.
thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. That is incredible. I see someone in the comment section here saying Nick Fadley. Nick Fadley saying big up, big up. Nick, I don't know.
Big
I
up,
don't know what
brother.
you have
Big
to
up,
say about
brother.
the game. I don't know what you have to say about the game, Nick. But yeah, United. Did Nick give? No, Nick wasn't on the stream when people were making their predictions. He wasn't. He
Yes,
wasn't on the stream.
Ziad is a happy man now. I mean,
Oh,
he
by
has
the way,
since
Ziad.
yeah, he has since gotten a baptism of reality, and he knows that the right man for the job at Man United is Eric Ten Hag. And
Yeah.
for as long as Eric Ten Hag is at the club, you must get behind him and back the manager 100% for you to even be able to block the outside noise, because at United you are always going to get this outside noise. So it's a
Well, it's
good
a big
thing.
club. It's a big club, so you expect that to happen. I mean, honestly, if we were to look at, if we were to compare clubs like Madrid, trust me, Ten Hag would have been shown the exit long time ago, long time ago. But well, he's lucky. I hope he also manages to win his next game that is on Thursday in Turkey against Fenerbahce. We
Yeah.
see Nick. It was okay. United, the result was good for them. Yeah, it was good for them. Not really fantastic, but the fans,
No,
the
it was good.
manager,
It was
the
good.
team, the players themselves, everyone needed to win. But do you see how worried everyone was for Man United ahead of the Brentford
No,
game?
I was not worried one bit.
You were
I
worried,
told you
Josh. You
last,
were here.
but
In
I
fact, I
told you we are
remember.
going to win.
Yeah,
I
no,
told
you
you
were
we
not
were going
here. I
to win.
remember. I was with David. You hid that day. I
Oh.
remember. I remember. I remember
But I
very
told
well.
you we were going to win the game, though.
Not online. I think that was via WhatsApp.
Hey, I did tell you we were going to win the game, and we did win the game. I was not worried. It is very difficult for. I think the last time that I worried when United was going to play a game was the game against UEFA Lona in
Okay.
2011, the Champions League final, because
Mm.
UEFA found a way for Messi and Barcelona to always win games. I mean, there were so many decisions that would go their way. So whenever we played Barcelona, I was not really interested in
Because
the
you already knew the result. You already knew what was coming ahead of you.
not really the result, but I wouldn't enjoy the game
Nick,
because of how it
I
would
think
turn out.
I think Nick is going to respond to you because he said, "Whoa, whoa, I don't know."
Yeah, he's a Barca
Yo,
fan, I guess.
yo, just did you like the partnership, Casemiro and Ericsson in the midfield? The partnership. Ugarte came on
Yeah.
this.
I like the
Ugarte came on
partnership.
later.
I like the partnership very well, yeah.
Yeah,
But for United to get better, I mean, players like Ugarte and Kobe Mainu should actually sharpen their they should sharpen their skills and make themselves available for United very soon, because
and
much
the
as
Kobe Mino. It
Casemiro,
looks like Kobe Mino is a bit injury prone. Have you realized that?
no,
I
this
don't
is
know.
his
Maybe it's
first
too early.
injury at United.
No. There's the
He's
other. I
gotten
think it's his
injured.
second.
Oh,
Yeah,
yo, it's his second. He got injured in the preseason.
yeah.
But yeah, the kid has played a bit of too many games, and I wouldn't say injury prone if this is just his second injury for the games that he has played at the age that he is.
Josh, your star players of the game.
The star players of the game, there are many. You can even say the whole team because
No, 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 no,
they
no, no,
leaked.
no, no.
Yeah,
Don't start, Josh. There are
I
three
said you can
players.
say.
To me, three players. Star
You
players
can
of the
say
game. I'll give you.
they leaked
Okay. Okay.
Garnacho and Rasmus, but then Rashford was really good on the day, and Ericsson was really good on the day. I liked the calm that Bruno Fernandes played with in midfield because he's not a player who has a bit who was positional discipline, but this time he was somewhat calm. So I liked him. I loved Lisandro Martinez playing at left back because the first time that we saw him play at left back, his squad he struggled a bit.
Yeah,
I think in one of the games we played where he played left back, he struggled a bit. He couldn't run, he couldn't
I
do
remember.
this
I
and the
remember.
other.
I remember.
But yesterday he was perfect. He played really well. He could even have gotten his name on the score sheet.
I remember.
So there are very many positives. Johnny Evans was good as well. You know, Johnny
I don't
Evans
know.
was
At
good as
some
well.
points, it's I don't really rate Evans so high. I don't even think he should be at United. By the no disrespect.
Yeah, but he is, and that's why I'm telling you that players like Lenny Yoro, Ugarte, Kobe Mino, these are the players that are going to be the future of United. For United to even change and be the team that Eric Ten Hag wants to build, those are the players that are going to play. But for now, Casemiro, Ericsson, and the likes of Johnny Evans must steady the ship as we wait
Uh,
for the players that we hope are for the future.
yeah, my players that really did perform for me so well for United. We had Rashford. You know, I'm a critic of Rashford, but I really think he did a good job on Saturday. He did a good. He's very good at tracking back. By the way, he did a. At one point, Dallo would go up front, and he was stretching Brentford,
Yeah,
the
Rashford would go
Brentford
back to right
midfield.
back.
Yeah, then Rashford goes, to right back, and I like that because it kept on stretching the midfield, Brentford's midfield,
True,
creating
true,
space for our players to come and go
true,
through. I
true.
don't know whether people noticed that. That was incredible. It was quite incredible. I
Yeah,
loved
yeah,
every
it
bit of
was,
it.
it was good, and that
And
is Eric Ten Hag. I mean, he's a
uh,
man who has
he couldn't.
ideas and he knows exactly what he wants to get from football games. So I mean,
Mm,
it's just that we've underperformed maybe last season, and this season the results have not really gone our way. But we've still offered much more than our opponents in almost every game that we played,
mm, mm.
apart from the stinker at Spurs.
Ah, man, no one wants to talk about that game anymore. No
Yeah,
one
it
wants to
was
talk about
bad. It
that
was
game.
bad.
It was awful. It was awful. Uh, the other player for me was Delict. Resilient, even with the blood, with everything. And by the way, that was a very hard one, straight to the head. The late was also, I mean, he gets credit
But
for
these referees, why do they keep getting decisions wrong? How was that a foul for Brentford?
which one? Ah, for
When,
Brentford, by the way,
yeah, they
you
gave it
know,
to Brentford. I mean,
yeah, they gave it
how
to
is that a
Brentford. I
foul
remember.
for Brentford?
I
Yes,
remember
it
that
was
one.
the knee and not the boot, but neither did Delict put his head on the floor.
So you're blaming the referee. As I've said anyway, a lot of controversial decisions over the weekend, decisions that look very, very weird, very, very weird
Yeah,
decisions. That one also. But yeah, I was saying Rasmus Holland was also very good. Very good to have him back on the score sheet. It was incredible. It was amazing. You could see how energetic he was. And also the other player was Ganacho. I love Ganacho. I love Ganacho. He's played so well. He didn't disappoint me. He didn't disappoint everyone who thinks he should start. He should okay. He should be. in the starting lineup. That's all I can say.
But that is not even up for debate, as in he was always going to be a starter at Manchester United. The problem is, like the manager told you, that the kid, he missed the kid because the kid. uh,
Nick
but the
Fadley.
manager missed the kid, but it was maybe a bad timing for the kid, and the kid needed to be given some time to get his game in, to get some levels of fitness before he could regularly be playing for Man United. But I think he has turned the corner, and now it's time for him to start games for the club.
And by the way, away from
UEFA
the game, but
alone
still,
now.
yeah, away from the game, but not away from the game. Okay, Ten Hag. Let's talk about. I was staying away from the score. Is Ten Hag safe after
Yeah, Ten Hag.
after
Ten Hag
the
has
result
been
on
safe.
Saturday?
Yeah, Ten Hag has been safe for I think 2 more seasons. He has
Yeah.
been safe since he signed his contract, and is still safe until the end of his contract. And I don't see a reason why Ineos does not extend his contract even further, because it will extend his contract further when these 2 years are done, because the things that he will have done at Man United at that point will be hard to not give him a contract for.
What?
The things that Ten Hag will have done at Man United at the point his contract ends will be too much for Ineos not to reward him with an extension or a new contract.
No, I
Actually, at
don't
that
think he
point, it will be a
deserves.
new
I don't.
contract.
I think it's still too early.
Based on what?
I think it's still too early.
Based on what? You don't think he
On the
deserves?
performance, no, I don't think he
What
deserves an
performance?
extension yet.
Why?
Josh, are you happy with your position right now in the Premier League?
I told you, I win
Look at the
football
Europa
games,
performance,
and
European performance. You only have two
we,
points,
yeah, but
all
we shall get
draws,
more. We shall get
all.
more, and we shall get more, and we
There
may
is no
just start
guarantee
in
that you're going
Turkey.
to get more.
No,
There's
we
no
shall just
guarantee that
start
you're
in
going to get.
Turkey. Let me tell you, just forget this whole hopelessness of Man United is going to sack Eric Ten Hag after a football game. That is not going to happen. Eric Ten Hag is, if
Anyway,
anything, now let me tell you some. No, Isaac, let me tell you some. If anything, Eric Ten Hag is the best manager. Whether you like, for the people who don't like Eric Ten Hag, is the best manager to
no
be
one
at
is
Man United.
disputing that Ten Hag is not a good manager,
No, listen.
but
If you don't, if you don't like Ten Hag, it is okay for him to be at the club in the period that the club is suffering. Okay, and when the club gets its head up above water, then you can get in the manager that you want. But if you do get in a manager that you want when our heads are not yet above water, I mean, it may just be disaster. So for me, I would think that. Eric Ten Hag should be the manager at Man United for as long as we are still in this period, and then he can revive the club. Maybe reset. Remember, we have a heart that has just gone under surgery. Okay,
I know. Yeah,
so yeah, we need resuscitation. So this period of resuscitation should be under Eric Ten Hag, because
I still don't think he deserves an extension. I
he's
mean, he
bought the
already has
right
his
players.
extension. I don't think he deserves. I mean, let's first see how the whole season goes, how the season ends. If he finishes below
Now,
top four, and there's
yeah,
any chance of getting a better manager, he should
he
get
will.
the sack.
Yeah, he will finish in top four. But even finishing top fifth, and you have a Europa League title. I mean, you've won a trophy, and you've
That's
done
okay.
one. You've done one better than the one who finished
If he
fourth.
finishes the fifth or the sixth, but with the Europa League in the bag, that's okay because that's automatically what UFC sorry USL qualification. So UCL sorry
Yeah,
UCL Champions League
yeah. So
qualification.
it's no
So
longer
that's fine with
important.
me.
It's no longer important for teams that are playing in the Europa League to actually finish top four, because the prize
That's why
that
I've
you
said
get
if he
for
wins. But Josh, come on, look at how we are playing. Do
the
you think
prize
there's
that you
any
get
chance
for
that?
winning.
Do you think
No,
that
the
there's
prize
any
that
chance of Man United winning the Europa with how we are playing?
You never.
Teams already have 6 points. We are struggling. We have only 2 points, all draws. Now we are going to Fenerbahce, and do not forget we are going to play against Mourinho. You know,
Yeah, and we shall win the game.
that's the first time you said United is going to win something against Mourinho. That is because you know Mourinho. Nick says finishing in top four seems very unlikely for United. That is correct.
True, it seems
Very, very
unlikely.
unlikely.
It seems unlikely for United because of the competition that we do have, but there's still
No,
an outside chance.
because of the
There's
poor
still an outside
performances,
chance.
Josh.
There's
Not the
still an
competition.
outside
You're not
chance
in any
for Man.
competition, Josh. Are you competing currently Man City? No. Are you competing with Liverpool? No. Chelsea Maresca, the new boy? No. Aston Villa, you're not even yet close. Let's see, maybe in the next 4 to 5 games. If you go into
Exactly, but
the
you're the one who
sixth
has
and
brought
the
the.
fifth
You're the
position,
one who has brought
then
the
maybe you will
conversation
be
of
brought
top
into the
four.
conversation of being in the competition with the boys, with the big
No,
boys.
but
But
you've brought the
currently,
conversation of top four. Now, since we are here in the conversation of top four, then you just know.
Z- Ziad, Josh has been
My
waiting for you.
man.
Josh has been waiting for you, saying he wants to hear what you have to say about Ten Hag right now. Now that you have
He has
three
said it
points, you won
perfectly.
against Brentford. He can't wait for you to. I mean, he can't wait for your opinion.
No, he has said it perfectly, and good. There were good 3 points, and fair play to Ten Hag. He switched it up in the second half, but for me, I think he actually intended to play the way
I
he
don't know
played
what's
in
up
the
with
first
Ziad.
half. True.
Somehow,
No,
somewhere, ever since the last stream, when you're hiding,
no,
when
he's
you
a
didn't have
Man
the balls
United.
to come, I know, but he was
He's a Man
always Ten Hag
United
out.
fan, and
But
no, he
somehow,
wants what is good
ahead
for
of the Brentford
United.
game, he came out and said, "I want him to stay now." He should say, was it the Brentford game? I don't remember. But he came out and said, "I want him to stay. We don't have any other manager
Yeah,
to
which
replace
is
him."
okay. No,
Now
no,
he
no,
goes on
no.
even to say, "Would love Ten Hag to turn it around."
Me too.
Fenerbahce and West Ham, two really poor teams. We have to win. If
Yeah,
yeah, if we
yeah.
see if by the way, we have to win those. West Ham is
especially
not.
especially especially West Ham. You remember that
West Ham are not
when we
doing
were
good.
doing the dark hearts of the Premier League before the season started, I mentioned that for me, I believe Lopetegui will be the first manager to be sacked
To get
because
sacked. I remember you said that.
Lopetegui, much as he has this reputation of having managed that Real Madrid and Spanish national team, I have never liked him for a decent coach, and he's a guy I I really don't believe can take a football club very far because he goes back on his word every time.
I also think he might get the sack very soon, and the club has really supported him. They've bought players that he wanted. Ziad goes on to say, "I want him to stay for the rest of the season. Don't want Ruud van Nistelrooy. That's why. I also don't like the idea of Ruud van Nistelrooy taking over Man United in
If
case they lose. Rather, in case Ten Hag performs poorly. I don't like. I mean, birds of the feather of the
Yeah, Ziyad,
of the same feather.
Fenerbahce,
Sorry.
Fenerbahce are poor and they are fourth in their league, but there is that whole. They are coming to. We are going to play against Jose Mourinho, and Jose
Oh, no
Mourinho.
kudos.
Yeah, no
Sorry. Yeah, he
kudos.
got a red card.
Yeah, smacked someone, smacked Van der Ven.
Yeah, yo, Josh. I think
But
Mourinho can't wait.
if anything,
Mourinho
don't
can't
you
wait
think
to
that Van
face
der Ven
United.
should have been sent off too?
No, Josh, that was too silly from. Well, again,
Yeah,
Dark
but
Arts.
no,
He
but
got.
Even Van der Ven should have been sent off. I mean, he tagged someone's shot, he pulled his shot. So why not send off both of them and ban the other one for more games than this one? But violent conduct, they both did. He put his arms on the other player,
West Ham's midfield. They sold that player to the.
and the
Excuse me.
manager doesn't have a plan.
Well, he looks like Ten Hag. Okay, similar.
No, come
No,
on.
similar. A bit similar. Okay, maybe that came
Come
out
on,
wrong.
get out of
A
here,
bit
get out of
similar.
here, get out of here, get out of here.
A bit
What are
similar
you
to Ten
saying?
Hag.
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
but
no,
I
no,
was
no.
impressed with Frank Thomas, and when Brentford is
Oh
playing,
my God. I don't know
Josh,
what's wrong with you.
No, when Brentford, I'm
So
coming
you
to this.
prefer Thomas
This is
Frank to Tenag?
no, no. But I'm saying I don't know whether you realize, but they have a structure. They have a style of play. You know, that's why I said in the first. I think that was on display, or that was displayed by Manchester United very well in the second half. But to me, the first half was 50-50, especially the first 20-25 minutes were a bit awful, were not so good. So, I mean, you cannot really, you can't really say United overly performed so well. But yeah, they had a very decent game. I liked how things turned out to be. Then Lopetegui, Josh, you're muted. Lopetegui is a good coach. I know he's trying to play expansive football with bums in the midfield. They only have four good players: Tadibo, Paqueta, Bowen, and Kudos. And Tadibo, as Josh keeps on saying, Tadibo is coming to Man United. I think he's only there. Josh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Yeah, I hear you now.
Sorry. They're wasting him. They're wasting our player. He looked awful yesterday. Very, very awful.
That
Very
is money
awful.
laundering, by the way, from Ineos. They brought him this side. Then after Tadibo joins, he's a good player. I like him. He's a very
No,
good
he
player.
might not join. He might not join. I mean, it might just be too late for him because you have to factor in the players like Lenny
Evans is
Yoro and
leaving.
when they come
Evans is
back.
leaving, Josh. Maguire, I'm 100% sure he's leaving this season too.
Oh, then Todibo can come. Yeah. Hey,
Then Todibo can
Lindelof
come in.
too.
Lindelof too. Oh man, he came on, he played. Wugate came on, played. Mazarawi came in the last 2 minutes also just to have a feel of the game. That is very good after back from the injury. Very, very good to have him. Adieri, bro, Amanda is not coming back to Newcastle for the last time. Forget about her. She
Yeah,
made it
but
very clear.
Ziad, we need cover. We need
Said I
cover.
don't
Like
think
if
Todibo,
Maguire, Lindelof, and
Lindelof,
Evans leave at
Evans.
the end of the season, then you
Uh,
need cover. But
then
we
he
need a
also says,
left-sided center back too, because
"Oh yeah,
Lenny
we
Yoro
only
and the
have
league.
one. We only have one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also think we shall trigger the extension for Maguire.
Well, I hope they don't. He's on very
We
high wages.
shall.
I hope they let him go.
Yeah,
No, Josh,
but
I hope they let him go. I hope they
no,
let him go.
that way we save money. Okay, we can
What
save
with the
money because
extension?
yes, he's already your player. I mean, instead of forking out say
Isn't
40
he
million
playing his
pounds
last season? His season expires last season, rather next season. Not
this
his
season.
contract expires this season, right at the end of this. No,
Yes.
okay, next year in June.
No, yeah, in June this season. But
Then they
then
can
we
let him
can
go.
trigger. No, we can trigger the extension if we don't yet have the money to make these things
Why?
happen.
Why?
We may not be in a position to make these things happen, but
Like you mean
for the
to
good of
buy
the
another
club,
player? To buy
yeah, to
another
buy
player?
another player, yeah, because you must replace Maguire and Lindelof because they're both. If they both leave, I mean, you have
Yeah.
to replace them.
Euro, Delict, Martinez, Maguire. I think
No, that's
they'll.
not enough. That's not enough.
You
Maguire
need
has showed that he's not fit. Actually, Maguire should go.
Lindelof.
Maguire should
thank,
go.
thank you.
No, I said I do understand the reason why they may extend his contract. Okay, they may just
Mm.
not have the money. Yeah.
No,
Oh my God, I wish we
no,
get like
no.
Brantwaite.
No, Josh, I'm against it.
Why?
He's costly.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you know
Maybe
how
that.
much money? Come on, Everton was playing around. Do you know how
I
much money
know.
they? That's why they made noise that we didn't buy their player. We
And
didn't
went
pay
and
him
bought
and went
Lenny Yoro.
and very good
Yeah,
price.
but
Lenny
Lenny
Euro
Yoro.
and Lenny Euro and Delict. No, not Lenny
But
Euro.
Lenny
Sorry,
Yoro.
we bought Delict and Mazarawi.
Yeah, but Lenny Yoro is twice the player that Brantwaite is. I mean, very early on at
Josh,
18.
Josh, you haven't watched him. You haven't watched Lenny
No,
Euro
no,
play.
I
It's
have
too
seen
early.
what the
What the
boy can do.
preseason where he
No,
got injured? No, it's
I've
unfair.
seen what the boy
It's
can do.
unfair.
I mean, I've ever since United was interested in Lenny Euro, I started to pay attention, and I've seen what the boy can do. I mean, match situations are very different, and the Premier League can present you with new problems, but the things that happen are very different.
No, I think that's a stretch for you to pass judgment, right? I haven't watched Lenny Euro, and I assume it's coming back at the end of next month, November. That is
Yeah.
still very far. Tyler
Yeah, we can
Malasia
wait
is
for
back
him
on the
until
green.
January. I don't have a
Tyler
problem
Malasia
waiting for him.
is back on the green grass, going through or doing what he's supposed to do. Hopefully, we have him back maybe in 2 weeks' time. I heard they don't want to rush him. Then you also have who else? Who else? Luke Shaw, Toilet Paper Bones. Roma Easy might also be back in November. November. Is it late, early, first week of
Oh, by the
November?
way,
That's
Luke
what I
Shaw
hear.
is going too, because at the end of the
Oh, by
season,
the way,
if you let Luke Shaw go, Maguire
and they
go, Lindelof go, I mean
John Evans
Evans go,
goes.
those are four defenders. I mean, at
And they
least
have
you
no
must.
fullback. You see, even right now, Ten Hag was asked about the Alvaro situation, the player at Benfica right now, and he said, they loaned him somewhere, Championship, was
Preston,
it?
yeah, he played at
Yeah,
Preston the other
came
season.
back, and another team came in for him, which is okay. But the good thing is, United have a
A buyback clause.
buyback
Yeah,
clause,
and
which is
another
good
thing,
for the club.
it's the
He's
level.
currently
It's
doing
the
well.
Yeah, he went a level higher, which is a good thing for him. I mean, the boy wanted to play football. He was not going to get that opportunity at United, especially
Mm.
if things had turned out the way that United expected. That Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia would be available. Then Alvaro Fernandez would have remained at the club, but he would not have seen game time. At least maybe you would not have known that. He's a player who of that quality, because he would not be playing. But now that he has tested the waters and played at Benfica, you see the player that you might need in that left back position.
So
He was always
if
good going forward. He just had problems with his defensive abilities. But for me, that has never been a bad trait. I just believe that you only need to have very good midfielders, and you set up in a manner that prevents such a fullback who is good going forward from conceding to forwards all the time. I mean, you help him out the way Henderson helped Trent Alexander-Arnold for quite some time.
speaking about midfield, by the way, Dallo was asked, and I mean, on his invert into midfield, he was like, the game in midfield is a lot quicker. He said the game in the midfield is a lot quicker than when you are in wide areas of the pitch. You always have someone close, you always have someone pressing you. So that makes me think a little bit faster. And it's something that I've been enjoying doing, something that we found as a solution on our way of play. So as long as things are going well, as long as the manager keeps that trust, I'll be open to doing it. That's very good. I like that. I like that. I like the idea that he's open
Yeah,
to it. And actually,
beautiful. I like
that's
it. I
that
see him a
was
lot.
why Man United won against Brentford. He stretched the, oh
No,
my
but
goodness.
when we lose
No,
a
one of
game,
the
the
reasons.
most
One
of
of the
you,
reasons with
when
this
we lose a
Dallo,
game,
they had to do a substitution to come on, try to contain Dallo. Those runs.
yeah, but when we lose a game, the most of you are like, this manager is clueless. Why is he having a fullback go into the midfield? I mean, did you see Dallo? Dallo was all over. He was in the midfield. We conceded because Dallo was not there. But these are things that a team must understand and learn and
Player
appreciate
of the
how
month,
each
by the
other
way.
plays.
Man
So, I
United's
mean,
player of the month, Dallo.
not Onana.
Nope, Dallo.
Okay.
Yeah. No, is it Poty? Not player. Onana is
Oti.
the month. It's a part of the family. Part from the. Is it? I don't know how they call it.
Not play of the year.
No, what's Poty? I don't know.
Play of the
Player of the
year.
month.
Poti. He was our
Yeah,
Poti
Poty. Yeah, yeah.
last year.
Player of the year. Sorry, player of the. I said part of the family. My God, I was reading something here. Sorry, sorry guys. Sorry guys. Chido Martin played for. He made his debut.
Yeah. All we
Playing
need
under
to
the
know,
under
all we need
18.
to know is How many did he rack up? 9?
No, Josh, don't. Yo,
Did he
by the
score
way, so far
Erling
this
Haaland
season,
numbers?
Bruno Fernandes has he's the leading assist of Man United, the assister. He has five assists. Garnacho 3 assists. Ericsson 3 assists. Marcus Rashford 3, and the rest all one in Mazarawi, Dallo, and Amad Diallo.
Those are so many goals, as in we've scored so little goals.
I know.
Overall.
Like, but I like the fact that Garnacho is somewhere there. Then Man United scorers this season: Alejandro Garnacho, 5 goals. Josh, for you, you see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
My
Assists,
man, my
goals.
man, my
No, he's
man.
not.
That's my
Your man
man.
is Rashford. Your man is Rashford.
And no,
Marcus
Garnacho is my
Rashford, four
man too.
goals. Christian Eriksen, 3 goals. Joshua Zaxi, Amad Diallo, Delict, Harry Maguire, and Anthony, all 1 goal. So, I mean, not bad, but we still need more goals. We need to be killing games. By the way, the game against Brentford, United should have won it by 5 goals, and I'm tired of always saying United should have won it. United should have won it. Taj,
Why, do?
congratulations, Taj. Yo, a masterclass from Anslot yesterday.
Taji.
A masterclass. Yeah, we have to come back and talk about. We
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
come
yeah,
back
yeah.
and
We
talk
shall, we
about.
shall.
That was
In good
incredible.
time, in good time.
I saw Maresca saying, but we played better. We had the ball more. I liked the
It was
pass.
two
Was it
one. That's
Josh?
didn't know the result. Does
I don't know whether he
Maresca
knows
know
it.
the result?
I don't know whether he knows that. Was it the second goal? Assist from Salah? My God, that assist was incredible.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The assist was
And
incredible.
I like the manner in which Curtis Jones took the goal, because I thought that it had gotten away from
Yo,
him.
that kid
You
was
know?
fire yesterday. He was fire
Yeah, for
yesterday.
me,
He was on
yo,
form. He was a
Taji,
threat.
bless up.
He was a
Actually, I
threat,
think
man.
Taji can agree that he was the best player for Ancelot's system in preseason before he I don't know, maybe he got
My
injured,
God, he
because I
was on
stopped
fire
seeing him,
yesterday.
and I saw the
You remember that
Cavallo,
other
but
penalty they had
Curtis
called, but
Jones was
later
really
called it
good.
off? But later called it off.
He blew
After
that chance
VAR,
away. He blew that
yeah,
chance
after
away.
VAR, he should have converted that one. He should have scored that one, but he still
Yeah, he should
created
have
the first
converted.
goal,
I don't know why he didn't
the penalty
score.
that Salah took.
He should have scored that goal. He should
He
have
was
scored that
amazing.
goal. He took way too long on the pitch. I mean, on the ball. So
I enjoyed. He was incredible. Good assists, better finish. Curtis Jones was very good in the midfield. He was the best player yesterday, like Josh said.
yeah, he was
Absolutely.
good.
Yes, he blew that chance away. He should have scored. That should have been inside. Very, very,
Yeah,
very good player,
but
talented.
in the
This is
end, he
what I
had a
keep on
very
saying.
good
He
game.
played so good.
He scored
He
a
used to play
goal.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, Josh, carry
he
on.
scored a goal. He scored a goal. I mean, he had a very good game, and Liverpool won at the end of the day. So he doesn't. All he has to do is take notice that next time he gets into such a position, he
Yeah,
buries
he
that
needs to.
chance.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying, Josh, that I mean he was also good under Klopp. I think people player but his play he also comes into the same sentence with Luis Diaz and Gravenbach.
Yeah.
We are seeing players that were good under Klopp, but right now they are being a little bit. I mean, they are better. They are way better in terms of performance. A player like Curtis
Yeah,
Jones,
but it is,
Gravenbach.
you see, it is Isaac, for players like Curtis Jones, later you will see Harvey Elliott. It is
Mm,
not that Ancelot has even made them better, or he has changed the way they play. It's just that these players have matured. If a manager comes at Man United right now and finds a player like Garnacho in his fourth season, he will look a different player, and you will say that maybe this manager is the one who has gotten the best out of Garnacho. But Garnacho has had a development of 4 years, and now
not
he's
really,
ready to
Josh.
do certain things. So
Not
I'm
really,
just saying
Josh.
that Curtis Jones
50-50.
was
I'll say I
brought.
agree with you 50-50. Yeah, he was
What
tackling
I'm
in the
saying is,
midfield.
yeah, Curtis Jones brought him early. Sorry, Jurgen Klopp brought Curtis Jones on early, so he has gotten some bit of maturity. Oh, yeah. He's gotten some bit of maturity, and
A
it's a good
telepathy.
thing. Yeah, I know.
You were saying the same thing. Yeah.
Chaji, you caught me off guard there. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
with
he's gotten some
the
bit of
confidence.
maturity, and now he approaches games differently. But he played, I think, 2 seasons under Jurgen Klopp, so that's a
That was a
player who
beautiful
is
game.
ready.
That's a
Yeah,
beautiful game. And again, I was hoping Enzo Maresca to expose Anslot, but yo, I mean, as of this moment, it looks like Anslot
nah.
is at the helm. It looks like Anslot is at the helm because look at Man City. It was a very, very poor performance from Man City yesterday.
But they won the game.
Yeah, they won the game, but also after very controversial. I mean, it's a bit controversial. I mean, one would argue Bernardo Silva was blocking the keeper. One would say no,
At the point,
because I remember, I don't
at
know
the
which game it was, and still in the Premier League, and it was ruled. It was by VAR. It was ruled
yeah. But
as in
this time he did
blocking.
not. He was not in the eye line of the
It was
keeper.
ruled off.
Actually, by the time John Stones makes contact with the ball, Bernardo Silva is squatting on the ground. He just did ever so well disrupting Jose Sa, but he got away just in time.
But that still doesn't take away what I've said. Man City don't look so well. The
Yeah,
game
yeah, yeah, yeah,
against
yeah.
Nottingham Forest also they
But you see,
struggled.
they
It was
have
a
players
1-1.
like Erling Haaland who can just turn it on. I mean,
And
this guy can give you some good
you
games.
see how Kevin De Bruyne is so important in games like that. I mean, actually, in the whole City team because they miss him. Rodri is also not available, so maybe that also explains it. They have players.
I told you on the in depth of before the season started. Yeah, I would give the goal. I would give the goal.
He says, "Yeah, I would have given that goal too."
Yeah, I told you on the Man City thing. Huh?
Yeah,
The time before the season started, that Kevin De Bruyne needed to leave Man City. Man City needed to find someone new because I didn't see Kevin De Bruyne giving Man City 30 games a season. He's now the player who can play maybe 15 good games for you. I know that the quality that he has, you can take the 15 games, but if there is someone who wants to cash in, I mean, to buy Kevin De Bruyne, City should let him go and maybe find a replacement.
the City is kind of too old,
Yeah,
kind of stale. Yeah, you have players
true,
like Kyle Walker,
true,
of course. Yeah,
true, true.
the injured KDB and Rodri. Who else, Josh?
No, Bernardo Silva himself.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo
That is
Silva
correct.
himself, like there's not been, Pep Guardiola used to work with this conveyor belt that just kept giving him and giving him and giving him and giving him. But then now you can say Gavidio and Akanji Gavidio.
And
Um,
Stones is mid. Yes, he
uh,
scores goals,
no,
but
let's see
he's mid.
Akanji Gavidio, Savinho, and
Lewis,
who else? And
Lewis.
Lewis. Yeah,
There's another kid. I'm
those
forgetting
are
the other
those are
kid.
like the new
Josh,
players
there's another
in
kid.
Man
There's another
City.
kid.
Matias Nunes. Matias
Oscar Bob.
Nunes. Oscar Bob is injured, and the injury that he got, he
No, I'm
could be
just
out for
saying.
the whole season.
I'm just saying kids that have. I mean that. I mean compared to the old
Yeah.
ones. Yeah,
So
if they're all for
whenever you
Haaland too.
see
Haaland too
him,
is not old.
yeah, no, not old. Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah.
think the
Oscar Bob,
old
correct.
I think the old Taji referred to, oh, me, the old that
Stale.
I did understand is
Mm,
stale,
mm,
There's this kind
mm.
of players who've been around for quite some time.
Too
They've
long.
won so many things, and
Or
just
maybe one could say
remotivating them.
bored. I mean, they've
Yeah,
won
remotivate.
everything. They have no
Yeah, remote.
competition.
But they have competition that is now, they have Arsenal that has created a feisty fixture that they should look up to beating them.
About
Now they've
Arsenal,
beaten them already, so they should come up
Josh,
with
about Arsenal, I really have my reservations, but
Liverpool.
we are coming back later on in maybe 5 or 6 hours to do a stream about Arsenal. I have my reservations about Arsenal, about Arteta. I mean, you can't tell me your 5 seasons.
You
Not no, I
finally
knew, I knew, I
agreed.
knew,
You
I knew you're going to
finally
say that.
agreed.
I knew you're going to say that. I knew you're going to say that, but I have my reservations now. I have my, and
Welcome
I've also read
aboard.
they
Welcome
can't win.
aboard.
I mean, they're getting, I don't know whether it's a question of indiscipline. They're getting too many red cards, 3 red cards in 8 games. And all those all those games that they've had red cards, they've not won them. 2 have been draws. And yeah, on Saturday, we saw them being washed 2 goals by Bournemouth, 2 goals. The Sherries were
Yeah, I warned
ripe.
you about Evan Nilsson.
Thank you so much. Anyway, we will be coming back very soon. Josh and Isaac, it's been a pleasure, guys. Please turn on the notification. Nick, what's up? Ziad, what's up? Ann, what's
Saji,
up?
bless
Then
up, bless up.
uh, we also had Taji, what up, brother? And Drax earlier on. Adieri, as usual, crying for Amanda. Thank you so much for tuning in, Sports Jazz. See you very soon in the next few hours. Cheers.